So last week I got invited to the Nothing Phone 3 launch in Sydney. And to be honest, I wasn't prepared for what happened next. Currently the day before, I'm just packing up all of my gear. I've never actually been to an event like this, so I'm not quite sure what to expect. I'm feeling a bit nervous, I'm feeling excited, but I'm just trying to look at it as an opportunity to continue to get momentum, to continue to try new things, get outside my comfort zone, because I'm just finding that's where all the growth is. But I'm keen for you to come along and just show you what it's like to go on a trip like this as a small content creator. So I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, we've made it. I'll give you a quick tour. Got a nice big bed. Check out the view. Can check out a bit of Sydney. Just a little TV here. Got a turntable, which is actually kind of cool with some records. We've got the sink. Over here we've got kind of like the bathroom area, like a wardrobe. It's a little walk-in robe type situation. Got the shower in here. And then of course the toilet. So yeah, it's pretty sweet. So I've just been sitting down in the lobby, doing some work while I waited for check-in, and I was actually hit with a bit of emotion, which was kind of unexpected. And I think obviously I'm excited. There's also a bit of fear and a bit of imposter syndrome. Like I kind of feel like, man, do I belong here? And it was interesting, you know, because it actually reminded me of when I first started posting videos. I actually remember it being a pretty similar feeling where I felt outside my comfort zone. I didn't feel like necessarily I belonged. And I think I'm feeling a similar thing here. But I think the thing that I keep thinking about now for me, like 4 years later, posting YouTube videos feels like second nature. I don't even think about it anymore. And because I did that, which was hard at the time, I'm now here where I'm doing something that I couldn't even imagined doing back then. And so I was thinking, I really just hope that this inspires someone. Maybe you're thinking about posting content and you feel that discomfort, and you feel that anxiety and that imposter syndrome, because there's so much good stuff on the other side of that discomfort. And remembering that fear and discomfort isn't always a sign of danger. Sometimes it's just a sign that I'm growing. On the flip side of that, I think part of the fear I feel is that if this is uncomfortable for me now, but I can get past it, what's the next thing that's going to scare me? And it made me think, is that why so many people actually don't start making content in the first place? It's almost like a fear of success, because it can be so easy to look at big YouTubers and subconsciously you actually are really afraid of achieving that because it looks so overwhelming. Okay, so just now, someone knocked at the door, and I kid you not, they gave me this handwritten note from the Nothing team, an espresso martini, and then I got the Nothing headphones 1 and the Nothing phone. The Nothing Phone 3. How insane is that? That is crazy. What the heck? I'm so stoked. Anyway, what was I saying? I was saying that fear of success, I think, holds back more people than they realize. And the crazy thing is, this is what is on the other side of pushing past your comfort zone. Just post a video, but just start. Don't overthink it. So yeah, I am super stoked. Anyway, I am going to hopefully get in a workout because I feel like expending some of this nervous energy, and I'll see you very soon. Okay, we're about to head out. Also, extremely stoked that I got a Nothing Phone 3. I'm so tempted to switch from my Pixel. But yeah, I think I'm just feeling a bit tired after the gym, which is probably a good thing. It's kind of calming me down a bit. Excited to see how the night goes. So a bunch of us got driven to the venue, and then upon arrival we were greeted with drinks and this super cool setup that the AMPR group and the Nothing team put together. And to be honest, I actually didn't film as much footage as I wanted to,
This was mainly because I was so busy just chatting with all these other creators. That was one of the best parts of the whole night, was just meeting other content creators who understand the journey. So after mingling for a while, Nothing had a presentation where they shared more info on the latest products. This is actually really informative, so I really enjoyed this section.
Just 4 years, we've built a full product ecosystem.
Now that you've seen what's on the outside, let's have a look what's going on inside.
And then after that, there was the after party behind the stage, where they had a bar, heaps of really cool drinks, and lots of food to go around. Plus, we got more hands-on time with the products. There was a DJ, and honestly, the whole vibe of the event was just super fun. And I just had so much fun chatting with other creators. And it was by far one of the highlights of my year so far.
Well, we're back. That was a really cool experience. It just feels so good to be around other creators who understand what it's like. And it was just a really good vibe. And I think I had a few moments. I just kept thinking about what I already talked about before I left. Already, I feel more comfortable because I know what to expect to some degree. And now I can see if I get invited to another event like this, I feel way more relaxed. And that will start to become more second nature. If you're on the fence about making content, if you can push through that discomfort, there's just this whole other world on the other side. And it's just crazy. It's honestly just crazy. With that, I am going to sleep. I'm actually really looking forward to getting home, just to chill out, to sort of process everything that just happened. And to test out the Nothing phone. Where is it? And to test out the Nothing phone. So far, I'm very impressed, I have to say. I'll see you tomorrow.
The next day, the weather was absolutely beautiful, so I just went out and explored Sydney for a bit, had a look at the Harbour Bridge, the Opera House, and then I jumped on a ferry and I had some chill time to just reflect on how far my channel has come, how much I've grown over the past few years, and just how grateful I am for what I get to do on a regular basis, and just how much I enjoy my job. From there, I headed back to the airport and flew home. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. I wouldn't be invited to these kinds of trips if it wasn't for you. And of course, if you're interested in hearing my thoughts on the Nothing Phone 3, then check out this video right here.